I was down on Sunrise Boulevard the other day near the Fort Lauderdale Swap Shop, and I decided to stop in. I hadn't been there in maybe a decade. It was kind of a rainy day. It was a Thursday, not many people there. And I noticed there was something different about the place. I hadn't been there in such a long time. And the main difference was they don't have the circus anymore. They do have a car museum, which is pretty neat. If you like cars, and there's some fantastic cars there, Porsches, Ferraris, Maserati. It's an amazing group of cars, but it's kind of weird in a way because you got these $100,000, $200,000 cars, and a few dozen yards away there's somebody trying to sell a used electric drill for $5. Somebody who wants to bring them down to $350. It's just kind of sad and kind of weird, this juxtaposition there. You know, you got these $500,000 cars and people selling knickknacks and used clothes. Anyway, it's not the same without the circus. I like the cars, and I like the flea market because you never know what they have outside. They would be bringing from all over. But the circus was amazing. And let me tell you the story about the circus, what they used to have at the flea market. I don't know why they got rid of it, but it was amazing. It was a real small circus. They just had the one ring master. They had one ring. They had a couple elephants. They were tiny elephants and kind of sad. They had a tiger in a cage with bars, and it had wheels on it they could pull around. They had a clown. They had a couple trapeze artists and acrobats, and that's about it. And that's what else you need for circus. Clowns, tigers, and lions, and that was about it. And now I think people got mad because the animals, they're always trying to shut down people who do things with animals. And if animals being hurt, I can understand, but I don't think they ever watch these animals, because that tiger, let me tell you something about a tiger. The main reason I went to see or go to that flea market was the circus, and the main reason I went to see the circus was that tiger, because they had the ring of the circus, and it was surrounded by people, mostly tourists from out of town, and they would gather around the ring in a crowd right close to where the circus people would pull that wagon that had the tiger in it. It was a small little cart with bars on it, and the tiger was it could almost reach out with his paw and grab somebody. But here's what that tiger would do. As they would pull that wagon around, eventually that tiger would lift up its right leg and pee out the bars of that cage onto the people who were pressed up against the side of the ring as the cage came by. Of course, they didn't know it was going to happen, and once it did, they got really, really excited. But as they started yelling and screaming, they couldn't move because there were so many people behind them pressed up, trying to see what was going on, that they couldn't get away from this tiger peeing on them. And the people ahead of the cart couldn't see what was coming toward them, and the people across the ring couldn't see through the cage well to see what the tiger was doing either. So as the tiger went around the ring being pulled by the people who never stopped or looked back, and I know they knew what was going on. These people were getting peed on, and it was just like tiger peeing on people. It was a funny thing. I think more people have been peed on by a tiger in South Florida than the rest of the world combined a few years back. But they don't have it anymore, and it's still a cool place, I guess. It's not really that cool. I miss the circus. I miss the tiger. I miss the elephants, and I wish they bring it back. If you want to go to the flea market, they got some neat stuff outside you never was going to have, but I miss the tiger.